Welcome back guys to a new video. Today, if you do not know this, the 1.17 Minecraft update just released, and I'm going to be going through what is in this new update. But guys, this is not all of the update. This is only part 1. They're doing part 1 and part 2. They're adding more things in part 2. I think part 2. I'm pretty sure it's coming out in June 20 something. I'm not exactly sure, but I can't wait till part 2. So I'm just going to explain all the new things in part 1. Okay, so I'm going to first go down all the ores. So they actually changed the texture of the ores, which I kind of like the new texture. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like the diamond texture. That's the only one I don't really like. But so this is just iron ore, gold ore, diamond ore. This is lapis ore, redstone ore, coal ore, emerald ore, and this is a new one. This is copper ore. So copper is actually a new block. And when you mine this, it comes out as raw copper, and then this is gold and iron. It actually doesn't come out as iron ore or gold ore. It comes out as raw gold and raw iron. Then there's actually this new block called deep slate or whatever, which is over here, which is a new block. Yeah, deep slate. So this new block is called deep slate, and it's like a nice, cool, like medieval black block almost. And it comes in all these like different things. So over here, these are deep slate ores. So it's just like iron, copper, coal, all the ores, but in deep slate, which I think is a pretty cool feature. And then these are the raw block. So these raw things, if you get 9 of them and craft them inside of a crafting table, you will get the raw block. So that's a raw block of iron, that's a raw block of copper, and that's a raw block of gold. Which that is also a pretty sweet feature. So you can actually like make blocks out of these things. And if you want to get like the ingots, like iron ingots, you have to smelt the raw bits. So right here we got the copper block. So this is the normal copper block. Well, what's a really cool feature about these? Over time, I'm pretty sure it's like 10 Minecraft days. This will turn to that, then that, then that, like it's aging. But if you don't want that to happen, you can actually polish the block so that it never ages and it keeps the way it looks, so you don't have it aging. And then there's also these version, which is the cut versions of them, and then the polished cut versions, which this is I think that copper is a really, really nice block. And then I already showed you the deep place, and then this cool block is found inside of caves. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's called amethyst, amethyst or whatever. Comment down below what it's actually pronounced. But they have these two versions of them, and then these crystals that can actually grow, and you can farm them, and they grow on side them like that. Then you can get these crystal pieces of them if you break those blocks. And then these are also found in caves. These things are pretty sweet. They're pointed dripstone, and this is dripstone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you can only place those on that. But if I just pop into survival mode real quick. So if I pop into survival, it actually deals damage if you fall into it, like from any height, and that can actually drop down on you and deal damage if you break the block it's on. It will drop down and deal damage on you. Okay, so we just popped into creative again, and we have these cool like plant life blocks. This is a moss block. That's a moss carpet. I think that's a pretty cool feature. You can like hide things and stuff inside of them. And then this is a new dirt, which I think is a really rotten dirt. I think that's a really, really good feature. But then there's these drip leaf things, where if you stand on them, they actually fall and drip. And I did an experiment to see if you can make a mob farm out of this, to see if mobs could actually spawn on these things. And it looks like they can, because I just left this in the dark for a little longer, and they fell down inside of there. So, I mean, that's a pretty good mob farm idea if you geniuses out there come up with any of those ideas. And then we have this block right here, this small drip leaf, which looks actually really, really sick. I kind of like the look of it. So, like, if you're doing terraforming and stuff, this is a nice little plant life thing. Um, and also you can only place these blocks on the moss block. And then we have these cute little tiny trees, which I think is such a cool feature. Like these little tiny tree-looking things are called Azilla. That's a weird name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but. And then these two are probably my favorite new blocks in the game. They're this one is the calcite, and this one is the tough block. They're such pretty blocks for building. I think that that's a really, really good feature. And then this is a really cool feature as well. This is the lightning rod. So if you put this on your house or whatever, and you don't want your house burning down if it's made out of wood or anything, this actually attracts lightning. So if you're in a thunderstorm, this will attract all the lightning so no villagers or anything get hit by lightning. And then this is a really, really sweet block. So this is the powdered snow block. So you can actually go through this block and it will take you down. You're not able to come back up. So it's like a new trap, which I really like traps. So I think that's a pretty sweet feature. Wonder if, yeah, it makes you go really slow, but that's a really sweet feature. And then this actually despawned when I was making this world. So this in the cage on my right, they added a new animal, an oxalotl. If you don't know what those are, they're like really, really cute, adorable animals, I think, that like look like they're always smiling. But that's a sweet new fish, so they can actually protect you if you tame them. I'm not sure what what thing you need to tame them with, but that's a really cool feature. And then we have the glowing squid. Now this thing is actually really, really epic because it's like a squid that glows underwater, and when you kill it, you get the glowing ink sac, which is a really, really nice feature. And then this is a really, really big deal. So they have the spyglass now, so you can actually zoom in on things far away. And what you need for this, is one of these right there, just one, and then two copper ingots, and you can craft one of these in survival, and it is a really, really nice feature if you're like trying to spy on your friends or anything. I'm sure that I'm missing some features, but there's actually one that I kind of was hiding to see if you got picked up on it. They have a new item frame, which is really interesting. They have a glowing item frame right here. So this is the normal item frame, and this is the glowing item frame. So that's what the normal looks like, and that's the glowing. So it actually like lights up, I think. I'm not really sure what this does. So guys, as I said in the beginning of this video, there is a part 1 and a part 2 of this update. It was such a big update that they're making 2 parts of it. So there's going to be more things. There's going to be like sacks that you can like kind of like shulker boxes to store your items better. There's going to be like a new redstone thing, which I'm really it is called a skull sensor, which is a really weird name, but it's like wireless redstone almost, and new mobs that haven't come out yet. But I'm so excited for part 2, and that is the wrap of this video, and I'll see you guys later.